Okay, this is Roger Defoe from R&D Software Systems. I'll be continuing with the mid function. I'll just go to the spreadsheet quickly. Okay, what we are going to be concentrating on is the use of the mid function. This section, what I'm just putting a box over, it refers to what I'm calling helper columns. I'll just go further to the right. You're seeing start and stop. Okay, so that's basically, as its name implies, to make your life easier. You can embed the formulas and make nested formulas, but just get to be a spaghetti-like type code construct. So once you understand what you're doing, you can explain it through appropriate techniques, then, feel free. I'll stick, just for simplicity, I'd already shown in a prior video how I embedded the find function, but we know it's a constant of 5 here. So what I will do, it's find the, let's type it out. We want to find the following hyphen within our text. But we're starting at 0.5, as we discussed a while ago. So after do that, we close, we get 8. So that's where we're finding the hyphen. We will add 1 because we don't want to include that as our start point for the mid function. So same rationale again. We'll be using this as our base. All right, so equal find. We want to take the information at hand being the hyphen. We go to the relevant text. And we're not starting at 5 because we computed what we want to do. So we're starting at this scenario because they're all variable, the 9th, but we can't hard code it because it's variable. Close the bracket, and it'll be 15th. Okay. I suspect it's going to be taking the hyphen as well, so we'll need to logically subtract that, and we can just do over 0 check here. Up to the first dash is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15th place it's the hyphen. But we know we don't need to factor in the hyphen, so it's just plus and minus. And that's our pattern. So you see here, it's plus, and here it's minus. So that's how it goes. So then that's helping you in your journey, whether you be a data analyst, financial analyst, my MIS consultant like myself, but we all use Excel for various reasons, but some of the core techniques are transferable across different domains. So now we come to the crux of the matter. So you see how we broke down a complex task into easier tasks. And now finding the mid, where we're seeing it here, where you do start and the difference between stop versus start. Okay, so I will type it in MID. Again, the text in question, A3. The place where you're starting is 9, well, 9 there, but the cell coordinates will be E3. And then we want to do the difference between start and stop. And as it's dynamic, it will adjust accordingly. So this formula, it's going to be a lot easier it's going to be a lot easier. We're seeing zone underscore A. So let us see if our adjustment works. Okay. Yeah, we're a bit too adventurous by making that adjustment. But once you do the first handful and you see the pattern, then you can always drag down your formula and do a sample test. All right. So, and then visually you do your inspection. And we know, for instance, WH underscore south, we meant to stop at the hyphen, and then that does that. We go up to this line here, is zone B, and that's between two hyphens. That's our objective. So again, mission accomplished. That's why it's better to break it down and try not to be too, clever, because then you end up shooting yourself in the foot. And then, you can always do a search on the Google for mishaps in Excel, and you got highly situations with highly qualified finance professionals, even at financial controller, director level, because they didn't simplify it, anybody can make silly mistake irrespective of their educational academic credentials. So it's always good to do like what you do, break it down to simple parts and then add it in. And then once it gets okay, if it's more suitable that you make a complex mega formula, well then, okay, you can also do like a VBA situation, which I've done in the past, where I will take something like this, put in a VBA contract and call it an appropriate name. But that's some time ago. No, you've got something called Lambda now, where you effectively can do that at the Excel interface. So, right. Sometimes I myself, I've been too old and new, have to know when to be able to do that. Okay, thank you again for watching. I hope this helps you in your betterment in Excel. Thank you, Roger Defoe from R&D Software Systems.